should tell Eddie to tune in and see if YouTube is working, music, all of us, and everything. So someone play a backing track.
We are live.
Welcome to the pre-show.
Welcome to the pre-show of Into the Doerfel-verse pre-show episode 31.
Classic.
Episode 31, not 32 or 33.
But we need a. I would love to find a title for when we do this, Mike. I don't like Doerfel-verse music hour.
Whoa, loud.
Here, I can turn it down on my end if you want to play from Ellen Beats.
Oh yeah, Ellen Beats doesn't have a volume slider. That's one thing I hated about it.
Do you want me to play? Yeah, we come across some of your songs, Kurt, that are not saved locally on the Wrath book, and so we were trying to add them. But we figured that out by ourselves, believe it or not.
I had them, I just didn't have them in the iTunes dumb library because iTunes is stupid. So yeah, Doerfel-verse. Can you guys help me out here? When we play? We're having like a music. It's called a music podcast. So Boostagram Ball, Upbeats. They call themselves music podcasts, where there's a DJ basically, or a VJ, whatever you call it, and then they play songs.
Yeah, we're like a music podcast, but in the more general sense of the term.
Yeah, not we talk about music. Right. We're not a radio show,
But this is going to be a radio episode. So is this Doerfel-verse music hour? Is this Doerfel-verse when we do a theme? Radio. When we do an episode like this and it's themed as a music podcast, what do we call it?
Like Why how anyone listening Door Jam from episode 01 to all eternity oh wow, we were streaming one radio show podcast. I think just make it a Doerfel-verse episode. Don't even worry about it.
I know, we're just joshing, but at the same time,
I was just hoping to maybe come up with something clever or cute or stupid.
Okay,
it could also be a good we can have different formats like guest episode, live show episode with live music, Doerfel-verse radio episode, whatever. I don't know. We're getting to
okay. I get where you guys are trying to step in right now.
Mm-hmm. You smell it?
Yeah, I'm smelling it.
All right, looks like it's working. I see us on YouTube.
The stinky sniff. Well, someone has to listen to it and make sure everything's working. I imagine it is. Ask Eddie to tune in.
I'll check the chats.
Hey, TJ, have you announced? Have you your human? Has that been part of an episode yet or no?
Oh yeah, I think an episode ago or two. Episode? We both announced it together. You announced yours, I announced mine.
Okay, yeah, it's all blur.
Yeah. How do we see this chat? Are we gonna see it, do you think, in StreamYard, or I'd have to see it in I see a comment. Let's see what happens.
Oh hey, look, we see Mom. That's cool. I'm gonna connect my YouTube. That sounds hype.
Can I make this comment thing in a different box? That'd be sweet. Because then I could make you guys full screen. Let's see what happens. See, now I can't see the chat.
Don't even worry about
it. Show chat. Where's the chat? Well, whatever. I guess you don't have to be full screen. It would be cool.
I don't know. Nothing. Never mind. I'm stupid.
I don't see any YouTube chats. Oh, there it is. We're good.
You see it on the right there, Mike? It
just wasn't. It was totally blank for a second there, but now it's there.
Nice.
Cool. I think we're locked and loaded.
All right, we just have to pick our starting song before I hit record.
Okay.
So let me look at
I think we should go for Sing For You, because it's got the nice intro where it starts slow and then when the hit's coming, and then you can just get a couple words in and then go straight into it, and then it's a good one.
Okay, so you guys have an episode already planned with songs and a whole format.
Pretty much. Yeah, we have the songs picked out. We chose them by category and got a good variety. Yeah.
And so far,
are you going to talk between songs?
A little bit, very little.
We don't.
And we do need to read boostagrams too. By the way, we've had some boosts, so that will be in the middle. Song. Oh yeah, we got that. Actually, let me go to that while you're thinking of that. We know what song we're going to end with because me and Mike pre-picked a song. What? How are Mike? Oh, you're funny, Ed. We picked a song to end with, and it's going to be a new song that we're releasing. But we don't have an order for the rest of the set list. It's just kind of everything's thrown in there. It's not the order.
We're going to just do it on the fly and pick the order as we go. We definitely have to get the big boost. We got a big boost.
Yeah, we had some good boosts. I'm logging into Saturn right now.
Yeah, it's working for me. I know you said the other day that it wasn't up.
Yeah, a few weeks ago it was down, but it's been good. What's my log?
Salty Crayon sent us a nice boost too. I missed that one at first. I see it now. Nice.
We got some people voting in on songs to play live, which is what we're gonna have to talk about.
That's what we asked for.
Yeah, it's exactly how that works.
We asked for it works. Coming through.
We had requests.
Yeah, because we were talking in our Scatterbrain episode last time. We were where we didn't pick a song. We asked. We were talking about the live show, and we asked for suggestions of which Doerfel songs should be candidates to be played as a studio sesh.
Yeah, I remember we had some good requests and some good boosts for that. That was amazing.
Yep. So let's see. I think we're covered, right? I mean, we were going for all killer, no filler this time. No meaningless chit chat.
Yeah, we're not going to try to chit chat. Like we're going to try to have music and, give an intro to the song if we have a little, something to say that we like about the song or, whatever. Other than boostograms, we're not going to try to yap because we think we're interesting, because we're not.
Mm-hmm. Give the people what they want.
I know you're gonna start and say, "Hey, we got a curated list of songs we want to listen through." I don't even know, whatever. Yeah, you know what you guys are up to.
Yeah, we're gonna sit here,
be here for this,
and we're gonna listen, and we're gonna listen and listen.
Yeah, you don't have to be here if you don't want to, Kurt, but you're certainly welcome to.
We could also. I have a great idea.
Yes.
For something in the future, Doerfel Crap Music Hour. We put all of our worst songs, any most embarrassing crap we can find, and play it all in one episode.
You do not want me to do that.
Oh, no, let's do that. That's gonna be a secret agent episode. That's just gonna be me and Tej, and we're gonna have to get nominations from each of you guys in secret, to where you can you want to burn someone else. You're like, oh, Kurt's gonna send me a nomination for that for one, and then Ed's gonna be not one of you, but one of someone else. You should play this one.
We play all of our worst songs, and then maybe we could even find our worst demos, stuff we've made recently that's just really, really bad.
Well, I'm thinking,
or even purposely make something that sucks super bad just to be funny.
Yeah, Kurt, I'm gonna need your help with this one. I'm gonna need.
I already have some stuff.
Gangland Trina, we're definitely gonna have Gangland.
Rapping in tongues. Backup guy.
Whoa. The Don Wilder arrangement. Oh wow, that I just threw a name out there. Whoops.
Gag me with a snow shovel.
Classic.
Gag me with a hockey stick.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, Mike, just our time in this for this intro is kind of short. Listen to it. So I don't know if we'll both be able to talk. Let's see.
Yeah, I was thinking you just talk, and I'll just I can come back and have a little bit of a, do the rest of the intro and then go to the next song.
Okay. Let me see how loud this is, but so I know when I'm recording what the level will be. It needs to be louder than that. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, it really is only 2 measures, isn't it?
You're listening to 104.35.
Is that blowing your guys' ears out? Is that loud?
It's fine for it to be loud.
That's cranked. That's max as it will get.
Yeah, I mean that'll.
I might bring it down a
talking,
tiny
which
bit.
Is fine.
Well, that was supposed to be when we're not talking, because that's all the way up.
You'll just have to you'll have to plan out a sentence or two, like maybe just one sentence.
Well, I might have to fade it in. I'm just trying to find how high I'm fading.
That's the hottest you should go. Okay.
Yep.
I don't think you should go enter cold though. I don't think you should intro cold with just talking. I think you should play the music.
It's a sixth synth.
Welcome to the Doerfel-verse. We have some music to play for you today, and then pang. I don't know.
Yeah. Cool. Wow, this troll room is lit. We got 3,000 in the troll room right now.
Yes.
Dude, that'd be fun. Just like be super delusional during the whole podcast.
That's how they all do it.
You're like, we're not already delusional?
We have about 100 listeners on the Doerfel stream, and then we have about 3,000 in the troll room, so we're doing pretty good. It's a good Sunday night.
You can drop the all killer, no filler line if you want, Deej.
I'm not going to try to do that. That's something if you need to throw in there, you do it, because I'll mix it up.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I finally got the email for my dumb password. All right. Sorry.
I think you're really only going to have to to be able to say one short sentence.
Yeah, I'm only going to have time to say, hey, this is Into the Doerfel-verse, episode 31. We're going to be listening to all music. We're starting with a track written by our own Ben Doerfel. And then it's going to start. I'm not going to have time. But after that song, we'll go to, let's throw a track in here. You had a track by Curtis Drums you wanted to feature. Can we throw a Curtis Drums background track in case we do have to
Are you
talk?
asking me?
Any of you.
Yeah, sounds good. Are you doing this super fancy switching that everyone does on music shows?
Not live, but when the episode's out, I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna ask for help and learn how to do it.
Ah, very cool.
So instead of just whole thing being split, it's gonna be split.
How do
during
people
each song.
learn this stuff without video tutorials?
Running with scissors.
You ask Stephen B. You say, Stephen Bell, help me, please. And then he messages you right back, usually. At least on the Mastodons. And he messaged me right back all the time. Super helpful.
Are people still on fire for value music, or is everything slowing down?
Booster Grand Ball has slowed it down, but everything else has been kind of continuing on, I'd say.
What's Stephen B been up to?
He's the back end guy. He makes it all happen, but he's not like the front end producing all.
Yeah,
he doesn't have his own show or anything, I don't think.
And Kurt, he was just on an episode of Bowl After Bowl a few weeks ago, and I know he went through a lot of family stuff, like literally recently. So he's like, "Hey, I've been kind of like out of the loop," but he's starting to get back in because whatever family stuff he's going through is calming down. So
nice.
So I know he's been busy, not thinking of. I mean.
Yeah.
He's thinking of it. He just hadn't had time to.
That's good. All right. Well, might as
all
well
right.
get this
Pick a background.
started.
Yeah, we can get it started. Pick a background track first, though. Okay, that'll work. Add that to playlist episode 31, and we'll click on Abdullah if we want some. If any of you feel like one of us is starting to talk and we forget to do it, just use the Wrath book and start it. Start Abdullah.
It's all Mike and you right now. I'm not.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to do it.
Okay, you want me to kill it and you ready to rock?
I just need another beer, and if anyone needs to pee or anything, we should do that now.
Okay.
Keep the music playing while we prep.
You got anything in the oven, Kurt? You have any projects that are ready to export yet?
I haven't opened up Ableton for music in a long time, and the only recent interesting that happened to me really late, I rode my bike with Makaya, and we found a wallet in the ground, and then the owner didn't have any business cards. Then I had to find his I looked up his address online, tracked him down his family.
Mission?
Yeah,
Nice.
I tracked down his family, and then finally found his Facebook through searching all the people.
Hold on. You're going too fast. So you were hold on. What's the phrase I'm looking for? You were subject to your Christian values. You were on a mission because you were bound by your Christian values to find the poor soul that had lost his wallet.
Yeah, I couldn't just leave it in the road, even though I'm like, it could have been the house right in front of me, but so.
Yeah, and plus, when you start having to track down who it is, you can't just be like, "Hey, is this your wallet?" Because you gotta verify.
And it wasn't a local. The person was on vacation.
Dang. So man, that's an extra level of appreciation that I'm sure they had when you found them.
Yeah, the wallet had over $200 in it, and a ton of credit cards, tons of stuff.
Oh wait, so how Christian are you? Did you add any money to the wallet?
Oh, I didn't think of that. I should have put my business card in that. Oh man, what am I thinking?
Man, that's funny.
But he has my number.
No, yeah. So
yeah,
sorry, I cut you off.
turn down the music a little.
Oh crap! Hold on. Go ahead.
So, long story short, it was really hard to find him on Facebook. I went through all the people that like match his wife, and then I would go on their friends list and see if the children or if the husband
gave you his name or what?
I had his name. It's just like he didn't have a phone number.
Was it a generic name?
His name is. Never mind. I probably shouldn't name him. It doesn't matter. His name is James Morrison. There's a million James Morrisons.
Yeah.
And there's even a famous artist named James Morrison. So any like Google search I did came up with the artist. Mm-hmm. So I had to search his address. His address is like people affiliated with address.
Too? That's good. Yeah.
And then I went through all the people on Facebook that were his wife's name, and then looked through her friends list to see if James or her son or like were her friend. And finally, I found a profile that had all those people in her friends list. Then I messaged it, and I messaged the kids. I messaged everyone that I could find. And then the wife messaged me back like the next morning. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you saved his vacation. Thank you." And then I got his number, and then I drove my car to where he was staying, and then gave him his wallet. Then he gave me $100, and I was like, "Yes!"
What a guy! Nice.
I was like, that's like every kid's dream is that he finds someone's wallet, and then the person gives him money when you give it back.
You're like you find a wallet with like $10,000 in it, and then the guy gives you like $100. You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Classic. That's funny.
So that was the interesting thing that happened to me recently.
Literally, cool story.
Yeah, the guy had like a concealed carry license. Looked a little scary in the photo. I'm like, I'm not. I like put my gun in my pocket and then drove to his house, just in case I pull up and freak the guy out or something. Like, who knows? Maybe this guy didn't want to be found. I don't know.
Right. He's like an operator. That's funny. Not a good operator if you drop your wallet.
Yeah, and I feel a little silly because the wallet was right in front of the house he was staying, but like it was in the road, so I was like, I don't know.
Right, you can't just walk up to, "Hey, are you James Morrison?" I guess you could have. Quiz time. Vacation.
I would have done a little more investigating while I was out there, but it was like buggy out and there's mosquitoes. We were like getting bit really bad.
Oh, you got the job done, Kurt. You got it done. Way to go.
It only took me a few hours to track down their entire family and get the guy's wallet back.
And wait for a reply.
I have your wallet.
Nice. Tell your dad to call me. It's hilarious. All right. Do you have your script ready, Tej?
I don't really. Well, script. Yeah, it's in my head.
Since I don't have the script, if I were to like butt in, is it like not recommended?
No, it's recommended.
Oh, it's recommended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely makes it more real because it is real. I mean, we're live.
Very, very cool.
Cool.
Okay. I'm not pinging the apps. I'm just gonna hit record when we start. Okay. Got the Boostograms there. The songs are there.
Tell me to hit it when you're ready.
The only thing I was only thinking, since I am doing the GUID things for the, do we want to throw in an RF song in there or nah? Do we want someone related to the Doerfel-verse?
What's RF?
Oh, like Ryan Fonda?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea for sure. Yeah, we should have thought of that as a category. What are we doing here?
Dad just commented on YouTube. He said, "Hi guys," as Mark would say.
Hey guys.
Nice. Well, we're gonna try and be entertaining by not talking this episode, so that's gonna work.
What's your favorite Ryan song, RF song? Ryan Fonda song, Kurt?
Castaway.
Yeah, that's a great one. Is that the first one Adam played on Boostograms Ball?
Played a lot of Ryan Fonda.
Yeah, we got Ryan in early.
Man, I'm having like signal issues.
Signal?
Everything's cutting out. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you great.
Yeah, you sound great.
Okay,
we'll
just me.
Let's wait a minute.
Audio driver for you skipping or something? I don't know.
I think it might be just connection, but it seems to have leveled out.
Dad.
The look on her face right now, she's like, "Dad, what?" She's like, "Dad, you delivered me to the internet prematurely. I can't handle all this information right now."
My dad's like, "She's got the screen stare."
For such a young boy, such a young girl. Too much.
Yeah.
For a young baby.
It makes me want to wake my child up and hold him, but I'm not gonna.
What's Dad's name in the Doerfel-verse? Daddy D. That's his name, right?
That's sort of what in the episode he was on. Then the first one.
Daddy D. Well, I'll refer to him as that in the comments then.
Yeah, good.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna do that song, and Mike, I'm gonna give you since I'll think of it during the other songs, but you think of the second song once I hit record.
Okay.
So you get to pick whatever you want for the second song. Doesn't have you know. Let me hit record when we're ready, and making sure my volume's good. I need that up there.
This mute button worked really well.
So, and you can also turn up iTunes all the way for me. All right, and then when I say hit it, you basically can just hit you can hit play on that first song. But let me record over here.
Oh, you hear my baby just fart?
I heard something.
You gotta hold it up to the mic.
Singing to the mic.
Gotta capture these moments for when she's older.
Look on her face. So funny.
She's got gas.
Classic.
So this is 31, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I should look just to be sure. I'm pretty sure it is.
Pretty sure the last one was 30.
I'm pretty sure too, but I've been pretty wrong before.
Hey, 2 seconds. BRB.
That works. I need more than 2 seconds. Okay, good. That's right. Is her sleep? Is she like awake half the night and sleeps half the day?
Yeah, she sleeps a lot in the daytime.
Yeah, Matthew still does that.
Do you have a nickname yet for Matthew?
Not really. Sometimes it's like, hey, little buddy.
Naughty.
Sir Matthew, the last in the line of the TJ of last in the Wrathful verse.
On a Homegrown Hits, Dame DeLorean congratulated. She was like, he has a little Wrathlet or something. I was like, that's cute.
Wrathlet.
But I was telling Brianna, I was like, I wish I could think of something else because usually like that's referred usually more to like a female, right? Like what's the words I'm thinking of?
Your dad says Daddy D-Bag. That's his name. Classic. That's funny because he doesn't boost like your mom.
Are we starting?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Sir TJ the Wrathful to tell me to hit it.
Oops, sorry, I moved the mouse.
No rush,
That's the wrong
no
mouse.
Rush, no rush. I'm not trying to rush you. This isn't a crackpot and buzzkill situation.
Gotta have the fat lady sing first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that song is so long.
Oh my gosh, I turned on the live stream while we were driving today to go to the dance thing, and it was during that thing, and they're like, you listen to this at every No Agenda episode? I'm like, no, it's only the live stream when they're doing their testing thing. I know it's not the
like 10 minutes long.
Yeah. They're like, this is insane. I was like, what? You don't appreciate some old opera music? Come on.
It's been a little sweetened.
Okay.
That's funny.
Check 1 2. Check that signal's good. Mike, talk.
Hello, check 1 2.
Ooh, you're
the fat lady is singing.
What's up?
Kurt.
Check 1 2.
I'm the lightest volume in here. All right.
You sound actually better than you did earlier. Oddly.
Okay, good. I gave myself a little more dog biscuits, and the music was good right up there. That's all the way. All right.
You guys can't hear. I have a mute button. You didn't hear crying, right?
Not earlier. Not just a second ago. I mean, I assume your mute button works.
Okay, so my mute button works because she's crying into the mic.
Wait, hit mute.
Crying to the mic.
Well, I'm muting.
Okay, it's working. Yeah, it's working. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, because we can hear a little bit, but it's pretty cute. All right. I'm gonna hear this.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hit it.
The anticipation. Oh, sorry. Do it again.
Hit it. Into the Doerfel-verse, episode 31. We're going to be playing all tracks this evening. We're going to start with a Ben Doerfel track.
Feeling down, you know that I've been down for real, but Jesus showed me how, yeah, he showed me how we made a deal. He took all of my shame, he died to clear my name, and now my heart finally found the truth. I'm singing it for you, so you'll know my love's for real. I can finally sing for you. I can smile and sing for you. Oh, I can finally sing for you. Baby, I can smile and sing for you.
All right, Benny with Sing For You. Nice fade out there.
That sounds like a filthy G solo on that one. My favorite.
Before we move on, isn't that the song Ben had a weird like synth solo, and I was like, you should take that out and just play guitar.
And rip one. Yeah. I don't know.
It could have been. We'll ask Ben if that was the one.
Sounds like very possible. Oh, man. So this episode, we're going to try to keep the talk to a minimum. And we have a bunch of tracks, just favorites lined up that we are going to play. And then at the end, we are going to introduce a brand new Doerfel-verse song. So if you're listening to this live, you're going to have to wait. If you're listening to this later, you can fast forward if you need to. But we highly recommend enjoying the vibes.
Yeah, we're going to try and keep the chit-chat to a minimum. But we've got Sir TJ the Wrathful here. Curtis Drums in the house, and yours truly, Cousin Mike. We are going to deliver some music today, and we'll talk a little bit about it, I suppose. I'll have to maybe quiz, maybe if we could get a little background from anyone that has any insights as to what, how the song came together or whatever, could be interesting. But yeah, we have a lineup of some hand-picked songs that we're going to play for you. Music from the Doerfel-verse, all corners of the Doerfel-verse, plus maybe a little extra. And if there's any requests that anyone has, we could probably work them in. So you're welcome to follow us in the live stream at Doerfel-verse.com, Doerfel-verse.com, or you can look up the Doerfels on YouTube where we are streaming live. And that all is working pretty seamlessly right now. So knock on wood for that.
Heck yeah. And Mike, did you pick out another song to keep the music playing?
Yeah, let's see. I think let's take a drive down City Beach Lane and let's get one in here that was produced by Edward and Alandis. And this is a nice, wholesome, chill song that I think you'll all really enjoy. So this one is called Pour Over.
1, 2, 3. I make us a pour over on a Monday morning. Couldn't be less boring with you being next to me. I'm as happy as I could be. There's no need for TV when we have each other's company. And we'll make a pour over. 7 a.m. I slept through my alarm clock. Woke up to a text from you saying, good morning, how you do? I miss you, do you miss me too? I know it's only been a day since I last saw your face, but I miss the way your hand feels in mine. It warms me up like 4th of July. Can you come over later today? Because I promised you that we would make. And you'll be over my shoulder as I make us a pour over on a Monday morning. Couldn't be less boring with you being next to me. I'm as happy as I could be. There's no need for TV when we have each other's company. And we'll make a pour over. We will watch the sunrise, you and me. Sounds about right, 'cause you're all I need, along with a cup of coffee. 'Cause I could do this all day long, singing about you in a song. It's the only way to say the feelings I have for you. You'll be over my shoulders. We're making pour overs on a Monday morning. Couldn't be less boring with you being next to me. I'm as happy as I could be. There's no need for TV when we have each other's company. And we'll make a pour over. We'll make a pour over.
You know, that song hits every coffee drinker right in the chest. You know, that's pour over is for when you like coffee, but you need concentrated coffee every once in a while. So
I didn't know what
I
a
like
pour
that.
over was before hearing that song.
Yeah, I heard that was like a saying or a term people say. And I didn't know that either. But it made me think of coffee anyways. So
Yeah, and I think we've got some more City Beach coming up later on in the show in the predetermined playlist, but we are live. So if you have any particular request, we could probably handle that within reason, right, Tej?
yeah, probably. And I was going to pick the next song, though, unless we have a request. And I was thinking one of our early releases that I thought was a banger, So Far Away. I think this was the third or fourth song we kind of ever released on Value for Value Music. I'd have to go back and find out to know for sure, but it was up there very early.
Definitely
so this is one of my favorites that the boys wrote in the Nashvilles. Let's see, Mike, if you want to cue that up, I'll watch the time.
Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say also the artwork on this one is particularly pleasing to the eye, in my humble opinion. I like the artwork on this one.
You're
yeah.
That was brought to you by yours truly, or by Kurt truly. Ours truly.
Whenever I'm struggling with the artwork, I'm like, Kurt, help me.
Yeah, he's like, not a big deal. Just wait 30 seconds and I'll whip up a pro looking. I'm
basically Doerfel AI art generator.
Doerfel I think that's DI. Yes.
Doerfel-verse AI.
Did you have anything else to say, Tej, or are you ready to rip?
No, this is So Far Away.
And I were close as traffic in New York City, getting lost. I didn't care as long as you were with me. Over in the sky, everything, it always looked so pretty. I was right here, and you were right there. But we were so we closed our eyes and kept on smiling and pretending it was easier than facing what we both knew was ending. I was right here, and you were right there. But we were so far.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
That was recorded live in Nashville.
I was going to ask you, Kurt, if you remember anything about recording that song.
Yeah, it was like the one time I actually got to go in an actual pro studio. We recorded it with the Nixons lead singer, Zach Malloy. and they produced it, and it went through a few rounds of masters, and that was, I think, master at least 3 or 4. And I think actually Ben might have done the final mix, but we did use the drums and the live tracks from that recording session. So, yeah, pretty
Awesome.
Cool.
That's a successful recording session, I would say, right? Because it
wasn't
like one that had. It wasn't probably one that had several sessions, right? It probably came together.
Yeah, I think we
quick.
did like 3 takes maybe, and then there was 2 other songs that we did in that same session. We did Possible, and we did Movie I'll Never See. So 3 songs in one studio.
I forgot about that one. That's out there in the Value-verse.
That's out there, and Kurt is also giving
There was this
unintended
one time
preview.
when, we stayed up way past midnight.
TJ,
My bad.
TJ, I think Kurt just dropped an unintended preview for us. Did you catch that?
Yeah, an unintended preview for possibly a new song. Possibly.
We'll see
at the end of the episode.
Anything is possible. We'll see what happens.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we picked out a variety of songs to play for you today
from the Doerfel-verse, not just the Doerfels, but
correct. Yeah, we
inside
got
the
Doerfel-verse in
Doerfel-verse.
there. I wanted to, since we got Kurt on here, we gotta boost up our favorite drummer. And I think my favorite thing about, well, I have a lot of favorite things about Kurt, but so I can't really say I can talk about just one, but he's a drummer. So, a lot of people, they think drummer, they think, oh, rhythm guy, what do they know about melody and so forth? Kurtie, he's got a real good ear, and I feel like Kurt is more like a composer. He really has a way for developing melody, and that comes through in a lot of his tracks, which you can find on V for V, Ellen Beats, anywhere, right? Under Curtis Drums, and
that's all.
But Spotify,
all one word. Curtis Drums, or
KurtisDrums. If my brain is working correctly.
If you can spell Kurt and drums, you got it.
Because that's what he is.
That's marketing, man.
But my point is he's more than just drums. He is melody boy also. So
Kurt is melody.
So you got a melody from Kurt lined up? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, this isn't one where the melody is going to slap you in the face and you're going to be blown away by it. But I like the progression of the theme of the kind of, I'm thinking more big picture, like structural melody. Kurt does have that, but I like the way he sets it up. Anyone with a computer can slap some beats together and throw some loops in and hit you with a melody, but it's more of a setup. You gotta set the table before you have dinner. So that's what I like about Kurt's music, is it does, it comes together and it comes to a little, not necessarily a climax, but there's like a wave of the progression of the melody. So I'll stop talking and we'll listen.
Yeah, you just made me sound really sexy.
I do my best.
What's this one called?
Oh, I'm sorry. This one is called Worthy, and it would probably help if I turned the volume up. So
isn't it called Worthy Lo-Fi?
Yes, I'm sorry. Worthy Lo-Fi. That's the new catchphrase, right, Kurt? Tell us what your idea of lo-fi is. I mean, I know what it is, but I hear it added onto everything. You added onto all the names of your tracks. So is there a particular distinction maybe in the production side that qualifies something as lo-fi, or just the vibe?
Yes, I think rolling off the high end and keeping it where no frequencies hurt the ear, and kind of giving it an old vintage touch, kind of qualifies it as lo-fi. If there's any way it sounds like it's coming from a record player a little bit, I don't know. I think that qualifies it. But yeah, simply put.
All right, cool. Worthy Lo-Fi by Curtis Drums.
Nice.
I'll say.
I don't ever remember hearing some of those chords where they're almost clashing, and then it resolves, and like it's just almost like the doing, and you're like, is that a wrong note? And then it's like not, and you're like, oh,
it could be. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's not true. I believe the
definitely not true.
I believe the music theory term for that is called dissonance, Tej, and then it resolves. Resolution dissonance. And,
thank you, Mike.
Yes.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's mostly recorded with a ukulele, and then piano, and then drums, and then like
a real ukulele.
Yeah, I just play ukulele, and then I pitch shift it down like 12 semitones.
Nice.
Wow.
So basically a whole octave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little bit familiar with your musical background, Kurt, I know that you weren't raised worshiping the circle of fifths in music theory class. But do you have an approach or an idea in your mind of how you go through chord progressions and how you set up melodies? And it's not maybe a melody. It's not really a melody. It's not the right word, but kind of just the progression, the chord progression, and kind of what gets layered on top of that, and where you go, because at some point, like to TJ's point, it sounds a little bit like a key change at some point. You go a step up a little bit, key up. Talk to me about whether you have a template or an approach or an idea, or if you're just flying by the seat of your pants.
It's mainly flying by the seat of my pants, but I feel like I've done that in a few songs. Like I did it in Mario Kart, where it's like this chord can go into this whole entire other like key, I guess. And so I guess you could consider it like I use a passing chord to get to another scale. Like I don't know I'm doing that. Like my ear wants to go there, but I don't know what I'm doing. So sometimes the songs, they get that in it, like Mario Kart does. And then that song got it, and then I was like, oh, this has the same chords as this worship song. And then I looked online, looked up worship services of people singing that. I ripped one and pitch shifted it to a whole nother thing, extracted the vocal, and then that's how I was. Yeah, I struggle to make songs longer than like a minute and 30 seconds, so that's why that one is very drawn out. So
do you start with like do you have like a phrase, like a riff, let's say?
Yeah, I usually start with, I just start usually with chords, and then trying to find the seventh or like a minor, or like just trying to find interesting ways to play like basic chords. And there's usually a seventh chord in like all of my songs, just because it's like sounds so nice to the ears.
Yes, because it's like a natural setup to back to the resting key. It's like that's what your ear hears. It's like the setup note, because it's going, where it's going. That's interesting. So because I can hear it kind of how you start with a riff, and then what do you just listen to it like 100 times and then just imagine where it goes next, and that's how you figure it out?
Really, I play it live in the software, and then I put down usually drums and then a bass to it, and then I just kind of see where it goes. And like depending on the instrument I'm playing, I think the chords and just the sound or just the melody, it changes depending on what instrument I'm playing. So if I'm trying out a guitar on a song, I'm going to end up playing something completely different than what I would play if I picked up a piano or if I picked up a ukulele. Just like, that's why it was always so fun in Nashville, because everyone had like 100, we had so many different instruments, and so different instruments, different songs are going to come out. So yeah, I miss the mandocello, because I used to try a lot of like melodies on the mandocello. And a lot of my songs came from mandocello.
You hear something, you're like, oh, I want to pitch shift that thing down like a million.
And then you're like, or I could just play a mandocello because it's already pretty low.
Eddie flew here and brought one of his electric mandos. Oh, you know what, that song you heard? I actually played electric mandolin on that song too. You can't hear it though. It's just like a reverby sound. So
nice.
I actually did another one of my lo-fi songs. Eddie's. Sorry, I didn't want to take over.
No.
But another one of the lo-fi songs. There's kind of like a solo, but it's very simple. It's just good. It's just the right notes. That's all it is. It's nothing impressive. And but it was nice having the electric mandolin for that.
If I remember, growing up, didn't you play the mandolin before the drums?
I did, but like I said, I had no idea what I was doing. It was all just muscle memory.
Yeah, I remember you playing mandolin, but only was it the right hand, and then someone else took over the left. Remember when we do that? Remember when we do that one song though that we'd all line up and like
Angela and the Baker. Yep, we all played each other's instruments. Super impressive.
Yeah, it was a showpiece.
Good times.
Well, Curtis, if for everyone listening and maybe not watching, is also holding his beautiful daughter, Eva, and she is sleeping and really cute, and I just love it.
I can see her heart pulse in her head, which I had never noticed before.
Yeah, and like the soft spot.
Nasty.
Yeah, Kurt, you're about to notice a bunch of things that you've never noticed before, and she doesn't even know that she's doing it right now, but she is depositing inspiration in the back of your brain, and you don't even know that it's happening right now either, but it's happening. And,
beautiful thing.
It's going to come out at some point. Yeah, it's going to be nice.
All right, Mike.
Inspiration.
You want to pick the next play, or do you want me to? I have an idea, but I'm cool if you're like, if you like, no. You know.
No, I'm ready. I've got the volume up, and I picked the last one, so I think it's your turn.
Okay, I'm feeling. This is something I think me and my brothers always tried to do with our music. Is we always tried to break away, especially once we got out of like just strictly bluegrass. We always wanted to get away from like the norm of how everyone else sounded. You know what I mean, Kurt? Like we're always trying to be like, but at the same time we wanted to sound cool because we wanted to be cool, you know. But we also like wanted to be unique in whatever that meant, and trying to find that was definitely a challenge. And I don't know if we ever found it, but this song is called Breakaway. It just kind of made me think of that, how we tried very hard with all our different instruments and things going on to be different. And then it's funny that the song is actually, at least this version of it, is very there's not a lot going on. It's just a cool song as far as the lyrics go, and then the instrumentation's pretty there's not a lot going on.
Well, there's not a lot of like production,
a lot of layers and different things going on, but there is stuff going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a nice acoustic track, sounds really juicy. And Mike, did you have anything you wanted to say about this track before we rip it?
No, I think it's the most unique thing about this one, I think, is that it doesn't require a lot of production. It's got a lot of just pure organic acoustic music to it.
Agreed. And this is out there in the Doerfel-verse on our website and Ellen Beats and all that. And this is one called Breakaway.
Here's how it goes. I don't really know what to tell you. You're all by yourself. Nobody else can help you. That's how it was. Do it because it was easy. I've been there before, but I'm searching for more of what could be. It's right there in front of me. That's where I wanna be. I gotta break away from these ordinary days. You can stay, but I wanna be amazed by the sky up above, and by life and by love. I wanna break away. I gotta break away. Here's how it goes. I don't really know what to tell you. You're all by yourself. Nobody else can help you. Just take a step and you'll know another road, another road, another road. Gotta break away from these ordinary days. You can stay, but I wanna be amazed by the sky up above, and by life and by love. I gotta break away. I gotta break away.
Nice and short radio edit. Love it.
Love it. Is there? I heard something that I had never noticed before on that song when I listened to it just now. Does that have female BGVs on it?
I don't think so.
No,
Surely not.
It's been, but I think they might have like done some like pitch shifting.
Okay.
Or just like sing falsetto and soften it up a lot with some.
Yeah, they're just trying to get the arrangement. They didn't know that was going to be released.
Right. Yeah. Like we said, that had low production, right? That was kind of. I mean, when I remember when I first suggested that we release that, everyone was like, "That's just a scratch track.
That's
that
a
needs
demo.
To be redone. Yeah. That's a demo."
No, that backing track that sounds like a girl is actually like got some Dragon Boys vibes. You know how to sing like this, yeah.
Dude, good stuff. Let's keep the music rolling. Thought It Was Real is what I'm feeling. If Mikey's okay with that, this is one of my favorite. This is actually one of my favorite songs. I believe Kurt and Ed wrote it. Is that right, Kurt? Yeah.
Yeah, Ben helped too.
I was just thinking that, and we're kind of going from low production to high production, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, it's all low production though. We're great. We're great.
This is Thought It Was Real.
Have you ever felt pain from a dream? You hold it so tight as it cuts you deep. Oh, you want it so bad even when it's gone. I want you so bad, where have we gone? I spent my life searching for love. When I thought I found you, that's when I woke up. Thought it was real for the longest time. Thought you were mine. Thought you were mine. I gave you my heart for the longest time. Thought you were mine. You were looking at me with others in mind. You say I'm enough, a bloodshot lie. But I've seen this before, I know how it ends. Say you still love me just as a friend. Everything we had just disappeared. Thought it was real for the longest time. Saw you were mine. Thought you were mine. I gave you my heart for the longest time. Thought you were mine. Thought you were I got to think there's more to life than a hopeless song and an endless fight. You'll be a part of me till I die, so the least you could do is say goodbye.
Big song right there.
That song was the end of our career.
That song was not compressed.
Oh, man. That is one of my favorites, though. Thank you for writing that, Kurt.
Thank you. I thought it was real for the longest time.
You know what I also thought was real, and actually I think it is real, is these boostograms that we have over the last few weeks since we had our last episode. What's a boostogram, Mike?
A boostogram is one part of the feedback loop in the podcasting 2.0 experience, the value for value verse, as we call it. It's a little way for you to share some value with the artists that you appreciate, along with a message.
Yeah, so it's time to read some, right?
Absolutely. Yes. Do you want to read, or do you want me to read? I've got them here in front of me.
I'll start, and then we'll just kind of take turns here. Some of these are from about 23 days ago. I think it's about as far back as, and it's a little bit hard to add the context, but we're just going to read who they're from and thank them. So Memes 1337 boosted 1,337 sats. He says, Leet Booster Ripper track on Mutton Meat and Music 38th edition. So something on there he liked. And so thank you for that, Memes. And next we have Queen Mother said, sent some 102 sats, said the classical part was from a piece that Andy Cushing gave Ed. There was no composer name that she knows of on it. I think that was in a bluegrass track, right? Where Ed goes into this like classical type section or something. Do you remember that, Mike?
Yeah, it was like a classical melody.
Yeah, and he like rips it into like a bluegrass fast song. I think we might have that on
classical
there.
Riff, maybe, would be a proper way to say it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike. What do you got?
Yes, Salty Crayon sent us a nice boost. He said, congrats on the new additions to the Doerfel Dynasty. Like the sound of that, the Doerfel Dynasty. We have to work
that is good.
Yes.
That almost should have been the name of the podcast. Good grief.
The Doerfel-verse, Doerfel Dynasty. Yes, love it. Songs for the live concert, because we had, talked about the next stage of the Doerfel-verse, and that maybe a live studio sessions would be in the cards.
Oh, it is.
Can pull
it's in
some
the cards
strings and make that work.
Yeah,
but
we're
his
working
suggestions for Doerfel songs was Angel Beast, Don't Forget Me, Big Pine Song, Jeff Across the Street, First Saw, You Feel Like Home, and Sweats. He says, just a few. LOL. Yes, just a few. We appreciate you, Salty. Friend of the show, a good guy. And he puts in a lot of work on the...
on his podcast.
On the value verse, which is called Upbeats. So appreciate you for that boost, Salty Crayon.
Definitely. Then we have J Moon boosted. This is a...
Big Daddy J Moon.
This is a ginormous boostogram, 50,000 Satoshis.
He wants to get his plaque on the wall like Chad F. And I guess we should mention what our criteria for that is, right?
How do you be an executive producer of the Doerfel-verse? What does that mean? How do you become that?
Chad F. donated us $100, so we looked up the price of the Bitcoin
at that time.
And we determined that it was 158,000 Satoshis that Chad F. had boosted for us. So J Moon is about a third of the way there. We really appreciate it, J Moon. It means a lot. And thanks for your vote, too. You want to read it, the boost?
Sure. And just to comment on what Mike was saying, we will make you a plaque. So in our video or in pictures, you can see we're still figuring out where we're going to put them for sure on the wall. But we have a wall in here with our logo, and we're putting these plaques for executive producers that will be, will be there all the time. And so that's what Mike's talking about. Jamin says, Don't Forget Me is my vote for the live show. That was my gateway song into the Doerfel-verse. Even if it's been done before with plenty of prep beforehand, I'd like to hear what you guys and gals could come up with.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember when we were talking about it, the thing that's kind of a little bit unique about that song is it's like got enhanced string action, like fret action sound.
Enhanced acoustic guitar, okay? I know it's got some special delay on that.
It's got the delay where it fits in the rhythm, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
It works really well. And so that might be the challenge of recreating it. But, you know, it's a good song. It'll sound good however you do it, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that's an excellent choice.
That's actually one we've played live, too, at Shreddy's wedding. So, Eddie Shreddy.
Yeah, Shredward's wedding had a couple bangers that were played.
Yeah, there is even the song that shall not be named. Yeah,
the song that is currently being saved for a special occasion, which may be coming up sooner rather than later. So
I think
keep your ears tuned.
Yeah, I think you might be onto that. And then after that, we have a few more boosts. Queen Mother. Now, who could that be? He says, "Love the Doerfels." Well, I'm glad you love us, Mother.
It's worked out well so far for the Doerfels.
And then we have I think you say this. Correct me if I'm wrong, boys. Bemis. Boosted 333 sats. Says good to boost back in time, and I'm not sure what they're referring to, but we're gonna read it because we read our boostograms. And then our latest and last boost is from the one and only executive producer, Chad F. Bloodshot Lies. He's boosting Bloodshot Lies, and it was played, I guess this song was played in the pre-boardroom meeting for the podcasting 2.0, I think is what he's referring to there. So awesome. He let us know that. Thanks for letting us know.
Or the original one?
He didn't say. You're going to have to boost back in, Chad, and let us know. Was it the original or the acoustic live version? Let us know. You don't have to let us know, but
the first song ever played on Boostergram Ball.
On Boostergram Ball, which I cannot wait to hear another Boostergram Ball someday. So hopefully that'll be soon.
Absolutely.
You know what? The stagnation of Boostergram Ball probably correlates with how little music we've been releasing. So it's partly our fault that there hasn't been a new episode. So
that's okay. We're gonna make
the blame.
Well, we're going to just take it upon our shoulders to create the inspiration for the next one. That's how we should look at it. We're just going to do what we can to put the energy out there and put the balls in motion to make the next one happen.
More Boostergram balls.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that was all our Boostergrams. If you guys would like to, this is a Value for Value podcast. What that means is, most of you know, but if you haven't heard this before on the YouTube or anywhere else, what that means is we just put this out there for what it is. And if you find any value, we'd love for you to let us know in any way, shape, or form, time, talent, or treasure. Time being listening, sharing, playing, listening to the podcast, playing music. Talent, that could mean if you're really good at doing there's like a lot of the big thing right now is artwork. A lot of people putting in artwork for those artists out there, those digital artists, such as like Curtis Drums, who's my guy who I have to go to beg to help with digital artwork right now. Or Shreddy's pretty good too. Shreddy, them two guys. But you could do stuff like that. And time, talent, treasure is could be. We have a PayPal donation button on our website, or you could also, in a podcasting 2.0 app, which we highly recommend, send in some Satoshis. And we've talked about it a lot before, so I will leave it there. I want to get back to some music. So while I'm gabbing, I'm hoping that somebody's thought of what song they'd like to play next. And I don't know if I have a feeling here.
I've got some ideas. We've got a few left on the ones that we had pre-selected, right? And then there is a unreleased song to be released, but we've got a couple left from the songs that have been released into the Value-verse. You want to just let me surprise you, or how do you want to do this?
Did you pick a song?
Yeah, I think I've got one.
Okay, then tell me about it.
Well, I think I'd rather just play it, and then maybe we can talk about it later. Maybe we can get Kurt's 2 cents on it also.
All right, let's do that.
All right, let's do it. Ready? Here we go. This is called Morning Love.
When Ben sent me that song, I don't know if it was like, that final version or whatever, but I probably listened to it like 1,000 times. I was like, that's such a good song. Another Ben Doerfel track, all Ben Doerfel right there. Gotta give credit.
I think what we needed with that one is studio session, Ben Doerfel solo. That's what we need on that one.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That'd be really cool. Kurt, did you play drums on that one? Do you remember?
No, it's a programmed.
You sure?
I had nothing to do with that song.
Ben could have played it a lot. Could have played it. He's a decent drummer.
Yeah, I mean, it has the when John Mayer transitioned from doing like cool blues, like cool music to like
trio.
Songwriter.
Yeah,
when he went from trio to songwriter, like that's like, well, he went to trio to songwriter and then songwriter to like that one album with Rosie on it. That one, that
it was like cowboyish or something.
Yeah, no, it was like after the cowboy phase. The album with Rosie and.
Well, that was like the third phase of John Mayer, wasn't it? Because he was very much like in that vein of songwriter, then to John Mayer Trio, and then back to.
Yeah. It was back to a better energy than like it's better than the cowboy phase. But yeah, that song is the same, almost has the same energy, I say. And the guitar literally sounds just like John Mayer's in that solo.
But it sounds great.
It sounds good.
I love it.
I just love the words. It's funny.
Classic.
It's always fun just listening to Ben's songs because every single song's about Emma. Although there are some songs about being depressed and like sucking at life, which is like there's two themes.
Yeah,
I'm like out here talking about killing people's moms, and Ben's out there singing about his mom, like his wifey. Every song, love it.
Yeah, Ben's got a lot of goodwill built up, doesn't he? He's got a lot of songs in the bank. Yeah, love that.
Beautiful.
Well,
Sweet.
I would like.
Do you have more songs? We're not done, are we?
Oh, we got more songs. Yes, we have. Let's see, 2 more, I believe. One that has not yet been released, so it's predetermined what's coming next. Because we're gonna end it with the song that has not yet been released. What do you think, Tej?
Yeah, I still think we need to go through with our plan here. So, but the last song, I think. Before that, the song before the last song is one of my favorite City Beach songs. Is that what we're talking about?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, cool. And City Beach is Shreddy's solo projects that he does, by himself or with people, or right now heavily with his wife, which is Landis. Super awesome. And
a very positive development in the City Beach world.
Yeah,
if I may say so.
Absolutely. And they've been actually working on a song for the last week or two. Like, I think just one song. You probably have like 20 or 30 hours into the song. I hear him blasting it upstairs when he's mixing it.
That's what he told me when we were hanging out in the backyard yesterday. He's like, oh, by the way, I've spent like 20 hours in the studio working on new songs. I'm like, yeah, okay, you have my attention. Here we go. I'm ready. I'm getting excited now. Yes.
Yeah, and he's doing all sorts of great sounding stuff up there. Whenever I look at Ed's projects in his DAW, I always get like, man, I suck at doing music stuff because Ed's projects are like, there's just so much going on and he does it so well. And then he just clicks around the screen, like he knows all the shortcuts for every little thing. And I'm like, man, I always have to take my mouse like an old person and be like, okay, I gotta get my mouse over here, click. But,
professional, you might say.
No, I'm learning. I know a couple of shortcuts, but City Beach, super pro. This is one of my favorite City Beach songs called Sweats.
Honestly, I hope that you were right when you told me crap happens for a reason. 'Cause things been happening and I don't know why. Only thing I know is that Emotional lows. Emotional lows. On our own for so long, and people not loving somehow. I've been missing out on so much like I nothing's growing up. The family dog whose name was Spring, she died last spring. I should forget about what I don't have and find a way outside of my head. And maybe go outside and try to socialize to break up these emotions. I've been living on emotional lows, and I'm getting used to feeling like there's no grip, I'm out of control. Can't get my head straight, I'm living on emotional lows. Emotional lows.
Well,
No one
That-
here's on emotional lows.
I'm on an emotional high right now, but tomorrow is gonna be rough. No, it's gonna be
Wait,
fine.
you're going back to work tomorrow?
Actually, I have a couple more weeks, 2 more weeks. So
Why is tomorrow going to be rough?
no, I just lost my kids went back. This is the week where I don't have them. So right when I drop them off, I'm always a little bit of a emotional wreck. So
But you have another kid, so you're all good.
it does help.
Emotional mitigation techniques. Having more kids.
You can
It's-
hear in that song, Eddie channeled his inner Dragon Boy. That was when like I started trying to produce like Dragon Boys, and I think Eddie got inspired by me. He's like, "Wait, it's possible," and so he started producing Dragon Boys type music. He found out about the singing like a lady really far away. You can hear it all in that song.
Love it. That's my favorite part.
That's awesome. Yeah.
All right.
Dragon Boys is Empire of the Sun, if people didn't know, but that's the band.
Yep. So good. They have a new song, and you guys gotta listen to it.
Couple
Yeah.
new ones.
It's not V for
Album
V.
it's not-
coming out.
It's not V for
It's
V
not V for
compliant.
V.
No,
Mm.
that's not compliant. Yep, can't play it on the show. But
I could get their attention by pirating onto V for V and representing them in the V for V world.
There you go.
They sue me, and I'm like, I'm your biggest fan.
do me harder.
Associate with me.
So we were thinking when we were starting this episode of if anyone has any ideas what to call, Doerfel-verse music hour, Doerfel radio, Doerfel. I don't know. We didn't really pick anything, but if anyone has any ideas, let us know. Send us a comment or a boostagram or message, whatever.
Doerfel time.
Doerfel time. So this was pretty fun though. I'd like to do this again with this kind of format where we just pick some songs and play some tracks, sort of. And
Yeah, I think there's enough out there in the Doerfel-verse that we should be able to put some together fairly often and not have a whole lot of overlap either. We could really mix it up.
Definitely. And then I was also thinking I should have thought of it tonight, but I kind of thought of it too late before we needed to get rolling. Was we can play other V for V tracks, no problem.
I was just about to say we should. I don't want to overstep my boundaries, but imagine how fun it'd be to collab on a Boostergram Ball episode. That'd be so sick.
Yeah, like dynamic playlist selection. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
So, yeah. Do you guys have
Help
any
him pick
other?
up the ball,
Kurt, did you have anything else you wanted us to play? Like, do you have a request? Since me and Mike kind of made the plan and you were on the outside there.
It's okay.
Well, we
I
did.
don't know. I don't think you missed much.
We're giving you opportunity. We have one other song ready to go, but if you had one.
if we want to add one in, we did kind of talk about doing it and didn't, but we could add.
You said you'd like to play a song that's not a Doerfel-verse, and I have a song that's not Doerfel-verse that I like. It's like, on Ellen like Beats.
Very Doerfel adjacent, if I'm thinking the right one. Like,
it has nothing to do with the Doerfel.
Okay. I was going to say we talked about doing one that was
RF.
like highly Doerfel adjacent, might as well be in the Doerfel-verse, if not by blood, by association over decades, right? I mean,
yeah. So we could pull that. What was Kurt? I remember your favorite one of his actually. Did you help mix
Ryan's?
it? Yeah, from Ryan Fonda.
It's a sight to see on Value for Value.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Here it comes. You want the remix?
And so what were your the remix? And Kurt, did you remix this?
It was acoustic guitar only and him singing, and then I remixed it, and then he was like, "Wow, that sounds great," and then he remixed it to his liking.
Yeah, I love it. So this is our buddy, one of our best friends. We'll see him later on Chell. Ryan Fonda, and this is his song that Kurt remixed, "A Sight to See."
Oh, I'm traveling in South Dakota. War drug signs all over. Free open land got me hoping that I can experience this rotation. I just wanna stay on this vacation. Beauty in this life, this temptation. Oh, I'm traveling in South Dakota, Wyoming, Minnesota. Free open land got me hoping that I can experience this rotation. As I walk through the grass, travel these roads and the seas, maybe I'm not alone, and we're all waiting to see what the next thing's gonna be placed in front of me. Oh, I'm traveling in South Dakota, Wyoming, Minnesota. Free open land got me hoping that I can experience this rotation. If it were easy to do the things you want, laughing, singing all night long, but in this life, this hard life, I can't find a way easy. 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 I can't find a way easy.
I was sorry, Ryan Fonda, A Sight to See. I was going to say, I would have been his backing band for the rest of my life if I had the choice.
Dude, this guy, Ryan Fonda, should be blowing up everywhere. I mean, Doerfels are cool. I love our music and, but Ryan Fonda, he's so freaking talented. I don't know how he's just hasn't blown up yet, but I hope someday he does.
The silky pipes.
Because everything's a scam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
this is the challenge for the Doerfel-verse. We can take this on.
Yeah, we must make Ryan Fonda go big. we
got
love
to
you,
be
Ryan.
his backup band for one song during Ed's wedding. It was the greatest moment of my life.
That was so fun.
Ed's wedding referenced a million times for good reason. So many songs.
So many good times.
Yeah. Wow.
It was a good day.
That was really the last hurrah until, the break, the exodus, the gap in time between then and what's coming next. Am I
Bro,
right?
at Ed's wedding, I stepped on my $1,000 in-ears that I used for performing live. No, actually, Ben stepped on them and they cracked, dude. It was the saddest thing. I was like, well, there goes my career. I'm not playing drums ever again.
Ouch. I gotta say a quick shout out. We just pulled that song up because this is live and we just went with the flow there, and Kurt suggested that song. We just pulled that song up, and there's a ton of other great artists on Value for Value Music, and that is that website right there. You could go to lnbeats.com, the letter L N and the word beats.com, and there's just tons of new and great artists that have their music out there, and there's no ads. You don't even have to sign up and make an email and account and do all this stuff. It works right in your phone browser, on your computer, works anywhere.
You can make playlists.
It's literally made by just a regular, well, I'm not going to call him a regular guy, an amazing guy named Stephen B. He's an electrician out there feeding his family, and he likes to make, work on coding in his spare time. Like, this isn't some huge, corporation company that's, making billions of dollars. Just some dude, he did this work, he made the site for free. And that's kind of how podcasting 2.0 integrates with all this. Is we put this all onto an index called the Podcast Index, and we're now integrating music, and Ellen Beats is now integrating how it knows how to decipher between the podcast versus the music, and so that's where you can go to see all the music of just people out there making music because they love it. It's not because they have these big deals where they're getting paid tons of money and all this stuff's all about money. This isn't about money. It's about the love of music, love of sharing what they have, and so I highly recommend you check that out. I'll end my spiel. I don't want to talk. That was a big rant. I'm sorry.
It wasn't rant big. You did great.
It's like Spotify without all the BS.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go. But all right. So this has been episode 31 of the Doerfel-verse. We've been playing tracks, some of our favorite tracks, and we definitely are going to have to do this again sometime. Maybe we could have a guest on too. Say like, hey, have a guest on. Bring some of your favorite, a few Doerfel tracks and some other stuff. That'd be cool.
That'd be fun. Next week we're having Barack Obama on.
What? Where'd that come from?
Just trying to make it fun.
Oh yeah, our buddy.
Well, between now and then, we are going to release a song, right? I don't know if there needs to be like an introduction or a description. I mean, we've pretty much already determined it. I mean, most of the discussion in the past has been about like everyone brings a nomination, and we have some chit chat about what song should go out into the value verse next. But me and Tej already kind of picked one.
Yeah. Well, the format has been typically throughout the life of our podcast so far is typically, not every time, but typically we pick out a new track from our vault of tracks that we thought weren't good enough to ever share with anyone, where me and Mike decided, no, these have some quality and value to them, and they should be out there, and maybe someone will like them. So we've been releasing tracks per episode, and in general, and it's been a little bit since we released a track, and we're getting back at summer starting. We just had our babies. We're all, psyched up for our lives are changing, but going great, and we're excited. We wanted to kind of release something that was exciting.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
I have a word picture for the song you're about to release.
Okay.
It's like, things are a little slow in the online world, and the song is like
it's a familiar theme.
It's like a doctor. It's like you got those little shocker things. The heartbeat is almost gone, and you shock them back to life. Yeah, defibrillator. I couldn't remember the name. And this is a nice defibrillator to the Doerfel-verse, I would say. We've had this one locked and loaded. Secret bullet in the back pocket, but there's a few more secret bullets, so people don't need to think that we're shooting our. It's not a
We're not expending the chamber if we're going
don't
through
worry.
the firearms metaphors, right?
Yes.
But this one's special.
Very special. And to wrap this episode up, because we won't be talking after this song, I would just like to thank everyone for hanging out with us and listening to tracks. And we've been trying not to talk too much because we think that we need to play more music because we are musicians and an artist. And while we love to hang out and chat in the Doerfel-verse, we can get carried away. So we apologize when we do that. But we wanted to bring some music for you and a new track here. And Mike, did you have anything else, or Kurt, and before we just wrap it up here?
Nope, I just yapped forever, so we're good.
Yeah, all right, well, I have been, and I still am, Sir TJ the Wrathful.
I'm Curtis Jones.
And I'm Cousin Mike. Remember to visit us at DOERFELVERSE. That's Doerfel-verse.com. And the song that we're releasing today is called Possible.
She found me when I was on my back. She pointed out the stars. I couldn't see where I was at. She said, you're okay where you are. And she always knows just what to say. She's the straight line in this disarray. Yeah, she's proof that it's possible to be perfect. She's proof that it's possible to be perfect. And I wouldn't be surprised to see her walking on water. Everybody else tries to be what they ain't, yeah, but not her. She's proof that it's possible to be perfect. She's proof that it's possible to be perfect. On a scale of 1 to 10, she's a dance on the moon. I can fly through the sky 'cause she's an altitude. And she always knows just what to do. You couldn't find a flaw if you wanted to. And I wouldn't be surprised to see her walking on water. Everybody else tries to be what they ain't, yeah, but not her. She's proof that it's possible to be perfect. Yeah, she's proof that it's possible to be perfect. She found me when I was on my back. She pointed out the stars. And I wouldn't be surprised to see her walking on water. Everybody else tries to be what they ain't, yeah, but not her. She's proof that it's possible to be perfect. She's proof that it's possible to be perfect. She's proof that it's possible to be perfect.
All right, recording has ended, and the live stream can end when we want it to. Well, thank you for hanging with us, live streamers. You're now watching Eva, who is milk drunk on Kurt's screen right now, and it's hilarious.
She's having a little bit of REM sleep.
So funny. Oh, and this, maybe she'll see this stream someday and get to see that picture.
I was just trying to make it fun. Imagine if we took it seriously and you guys actually got mad.
Like, I can't want to do this. You're gonna wear baby's face on the screen, ruining our public image.
I'm gonna have to speak to my business partners about this.
Just wait till the next meeting.
I'm gonna have to bring this up with the board.
You're off the board, Curtis Bowski.
I am the board.
Oh, man,
So, Chell, I'm joking.
that was fun. We should do that again.
That was really fun. I
I
was thinking,
help?
I was thinking someone should pull some
thanks.
Dragon Boys though for the back back end of the episode.
Are we still on YouTube?
I'm going to end the YouTube stream. If anyone out there has anything they'd like to say, please comment, Boostagram, email. We've already said where you can do all that. Hi, Mom.
Apple Music, is that where I can pull up on the Wrathbook? Or
Oh, no, you can just do it right through iTunes, actually.
Oh.
You just got to click on all Apple Music. See how it says in library? You got to go to all Apple Music there.
TJ, have you thought about putting like art over your electrical box? Just like a art of some sort?
Or you can put an NA flag?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I
like,
just haven't
even just like
gotten
a
to
guitar
it.
or something. Like put like a instrument hanger like to their, like right over it and hang an instrument over it. Like I don't know, do something.
Yeah, we'll do something. We're working on it. It's in the.
It doesn't matter.
It's in with the
matter.
list of. We're working on a live show too. So.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just
because we will have that covered up for the live show in some cool way. But I'm going to end the YouTubes. So thank you, YouTubers.
Mom says Panthers.
I can't believe I just said that. Yeah, I could put the Panthers flag there. That'd be good. Yeah.
Or it could be a themed thing for whatever's going on.
Oh, sorry, Mike. That's my bad. Restart it.
You're looking. Oh,
all right. Goodbye,
Mike,
YouTube.
When you doubted this song, I was like,